Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. So today we are getting ready. I'm preparing the boat. I'm going to try my first solo sail, single-handed. I moved the boom up here so it's in the right spot. I have the boom vang hooked up there. I'm working on the front furler, and I replaced those sail slugs that I wanted to get done the other day that I didn't do. So everything's looking good. If you look out on the lake out there, it's pretty calm, and that's what I want for my first time single-handed sailing. I'm not really worried about the sailing or getting out there. It's the docking when I get back that might be a little bit of a pain in the butt. So once we head on out, I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so we got out of the dock successfully by ourselves for the first time. So that's good. Here we are, headed out into the big pond. So I'm hoping this will go nice and easy. As you can see, I moved the boom up to where it's supposed to be. We have our boom vang there. We have our traveler back here. We have a shorter boom than normally would be on a Catalina 25. And the reason that is so that you can stand up with the wheel here and not have the boom in the way. And the traveler going to the rear of the cabin would also interfere. I kind of like the wheel. Then you get to stand here and it's kind of like, I don't know, makes me feel more like I'm on a ship. And I'm the captain. So far so good. We have all our safety stuff on. Self-inflating life jacket. All that good stuff. One thing I do have to come up show you on the life jacket is there's a hook here so you can hook up safety wires. And that would be so then you can hook up something to like the wheel or that, so if the weather ever gets bad, you're tethered to the boat. So if you fall off or are about to fall off, you don't lose the boat and it keeps going, which would not be very fun at all. Here's some of the beautiful houses on Terry or Lake Mille Lacs, coming out of Terry's boat harbor. We have a pontoon over there, and if you look over there, there's another sailboat out as well. So this should go it should be pretty easy to solo sail. I'm not so sure about putting up the mainsail yet, but with that mast gate for the sail track, it should be pretty easy, I'm hoping. So we're gonna get out here a little bit farther and we'll put the keel down and we'll get to some sailing hopefully. So, yeah. Alright everybody, we are back. We got out and we have the sail up and we have absolutely no wind. The lake is just still. One thing I definitely can say is it's safe to go out for your first time single-handed sailing. You're definitely not going to mess anything up like this. So, one thing I'm noticing is the self-tailing winch we have here is how you take in and out the furler and do the sheet. So if we were on, what would that be? A port tack, where the wind's coming from port, and you're on your starboard side, I believe. If you wanted to roll in the sail real quick, you'd have to take off the sheet from the winch there. And that could be problematic. I'm thinking of, I'd really like to put a winch up here so I could do the mainsail and the furler from right there. That would be really cool. Future plan. So we're just gonna kind of hang out here and probably just float and do nothing. Kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's just a ton of mayflies up on the Genoa. In the comments below, let me know how you properly say that. If it's Genoa, Genoa. We got our Windex up there at the top, which in all the years before we never got to do, but we finally got her. I think I'm looking and it looks like the two pieces that come back are gone. It's just the top part now. That must have been from when it was really windy. Oh well. As you can see, the old Jolly Roger's just chilling. We have no wind. So maybe I'll get the mainsail up here as a test just to see how that goes, since we don't really have to worry about anything with the way the wind is. So I'm gonna do that probably, and we'll come back in a little while and I'll give you and we'll do another little update. Alright, so we have the mainsail up. That wasn't too tricky. You just have to go run up there and pull the rope and it goes up after you take off the sail ties that keep it all on the boom. So far everything's going pretty good, other than there's no wind, but I'm kind of glad, because then I can kind of go through everything and figure out how you do it single-handed. And so far everything's been going perfect. Well, I think perfect. We haven't crashed, we haven't hit anybody, tipped the boat over, and we haven't died. So I think that means we're doing pretty good. So wind will come and we'll get to actually start moving. Otherwise, I'm gonna just take down the sails and maybe grill a burger over here. I'll throw the grill out. I don't know yet. Just nice being out on the water. So I'll come back when we either get some wind or once I head back over to Terry's. Alright, everybody out there in YouTube land. So as you can see, the lake is just glass, just still. So I furled in the front sail, put down the main sail, came on down into the cabin, and now I'm watching some Sailing Good Bad Ugly and seeing what's going on this week with them. So this is kind of a little inside look of what the cabin looks like. So I threw the anchor out and just kind of had a little bit of extra rope. I didn't need the whole bunch like when we were in the storm the other day. So that's about it. Close this, get rid of the sun so it's not so bad. And we can just kind of hang out and chill. So it's either too windy or no wind at all here for our first sails of the season. But at least we got both the sails up today, so that's kind of cool. On windy, it looks like the wind isn't going to pick up at all, so I'm just going to watch a couple episodes here of some sailing shows on the TV, and then I'm probably going to head back into Terry's. So alright, we are back. So it's been maybe about an hour or two, and there is no wind still, so I decided to motor on back to Terry's. So one of these days we'll get to go sailing. Terry's is this way, heading on in. So this will be my first time docking solo. I'm a little stressed out because out of everything that's what I'm worried about, but with there being no wind it should go pretty easy. I talked to one of the guys in the marina and he had me hook up a rope way up in the front that's long enough to come back here, so when I jump out I can throw this quick bungee around the back post, and then I have that one to control the front from going too far. So it should work out pretty good, I'm hoping. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know once we get into Terry's if I scratched up the side of the boat or we had a completely successful docking. So wish me luck. Well, everybody, we did it. It was actually pretty easy. I didn't even need the midship line. I jumped out through the bungee on the back, and I was able to use the lifeline and hold it and come up and throw the bungee on the front. Now I just got to use our main dock lines and secure her. So that worked out pretty good. With no wind, it was a piece of cake coming into dock. So good little practice today. And hopefully we'll get some wind here in the next couple days. That's ideal sailing, not too much wind or not too little, and we'll be able to enjoy it a little more. So if you guys have any questions about anything in the video today, leave them in the comments below. Hit that like button and subscribe. It helps us out. I'll see you guys later.